Peace and joy and harmony to you. We are here studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles. Thank you for joining in. Today we're on lesson number 235. God in His mercy wills that I be saved. I need but look upon all things that seem to hurt me, and with perfect certainty assure myself, God wills that I be saved from this, and merely watch them disappear. I need but keep in mind my Father's will for me is only happiness, to find that only happiness has come to me, and I need but remember that God's love surrounds His Son and keeps His sinlessness forever perfect, to be sure that I am saved and safe forever in His arms. I am the Son He loves, and I am saved because God in His mercy wills it so. Father, your holiness is mine, your love created me, and my sinlessness forever part of you. I have no guilt nor sin in me, for there is none in you. And that is today's lesson. God in His mercy wills that I be saved. I feel like this lesson is sharing with you that basically, you've come too far now in the Course. You've come too far with your learning and your understanding and the amount of Jesus content that has been put into your subconscious mind. You're kind of at the tipping point. And at least I'm starting to feel like totally sure that God is absolutely merciful, completely loving, not standing in judgment of me at all, which is giving me permission to not judge myself and forgive myself. And this idea that, as the lesson says, we just think about God is saving me from this, whatever your current resentment is, or judgment, or grievance, or memory of the past, yada, yada, yada. Merely watch it disappear when you remember God's will for us is perfect happiness. And if you start looking at all these upsets as errors or mistakes that are in the past, and the past no longer exists, you have no choice but to let it go. And if you can't let it go, well, sit with it and feel the feelings about it for a predetermined amount of time, and then try again to remind yourself God's will is perfect happiness. And we're the only one at the end of the day that decides when we stop holding ourselves in this fire of paying back for a mistake that we made, or we're the only ones that decide when we stop grieving the loss of a loved one or something. I think we need to look at every single time we're feeling bad about anything. Are we doing this to ourselves, or are we performing emotionally because of some sense of obligation, and it's socially acceptable in our society to act this way in response to this particular life event? And I feel like those rules do not apply to me at all. And I'm going to be compassionate with friends of mine who, or any brothers or sisters that I encounter that don't jive with this thought system, the Holy Spirit's thought system. And I'm going to use my emotional intelligence to not just be an asshole and be insensitive, but at the same time, I'm going to offer that it's okay to let things go quicker than you think you need to. I probably will say things like that. And I won't just drop the whole, Course in Miracles, everything on someone at once. And I may not even mention A Course in Miracles. I think that's going to be my game from now on, is like living the Course, talking about some of the principles without being offensive or like jarring someone's consciousness to the point of, they don't want to talk to me anymore, or they kind of lose it. It's like being gentle with myself is also being gentle with my brothers and sisters, and having compassion for people that are going through experiences that are difficult, and they're doing the best they can with the tools they have. But it's like, I want to be that energy of sharing these teachings that tell me that my mistakes are not real and can just go away. I don't have to think or ruminate or remember anything. It doesn't matter. We get to start fresh every day. God's will for me is to be happy. If anything doesn't feel happy, then I know that I've got some inner reflection to do. And pulling all that away from blaming the external or blaming another person is probably the key lesson that I've learned so far in the course that's really stuck with me. It's never anybody's fault. I'm never upset for the reason I think, but I certainly can't blame some world that I created and made up myself as a cause for my upset feelings. So we're here to share the love, to live these teachings, and to be, be lighthearted as we apply these things in our lives. And don't feel guilty letting yourself off the hook. I think that's like the biggest evil is guilt. If we feel guilty because we don't think we've been sorry for long enough, all that is nonsense. Don't do that to yourself anymore. Live, be happy, be joyous, spread it, and feel that God doesn't see the error, never has, never will, and your consistent attempts to choose your right mind versus the ego without judgment and resentment is the key to gaining more peace and feeling more peace in your life. So thanks for joining me. Much love to all of you out there. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you back here again on the next video.